we will be having a series of 4 different hearings as it relates to the FAA reauthorization, and we will certainly include this as a topic. I think workforce will be a very big topic in general, as you can see from many of our colleagues who asked questions today. And obviously, we not only want the right positions authorized, but we want them appropriated. And we want a full FAA, and we want the commercial sector to have the pilots that they need. So I predict this will be a very big part of the discussion.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Nolen, I wanted to ask for the record about gray beards, so I'm going to send something to you, because I really want a technical answer here about what has been established in response to the law. Just to be clear, we said after the MCAS system, how is it that the FAA, we were having a lot of discussion here this morning about, what's the right leadership at the FAA. I would definitely say the issue of regulatory capture was a very big issue in us writing the safety bill and making sure that people reported to the FAA and the FAA felt responsible.
Yes, ma'am.
So one of the issues is the fact that you were supposed to hire graybeards, sophisticated people who are working to understand the technology at the beginning of the certification process.
Yes, ma'am.
So I understand that you have done that, but that you are doing it by segmentation. Is that correct?
That is correct, Chair Cantwell. We're at 14 sisters, chief scientists and technical assistants. We're looking to hire an additional 4. We have 4 senior technical advisors, but this is one we just have to continue to stare into to make sure, do we have it right? Not only for today, but as we stare into tomorrow, right, as this new novel. So we're committed to it. And like I said, so with this 14, another 4, we got 18 with the plan to hire 4 more.
But these are people that you think represent the sophistication on the technology side of today's certification process?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have the funding for that?
Give
me some examples of people who were missing before but now are part of the team.
As you look at that across this sort of competencies, right? And when we think about certification, and when we think about the changes, as we think about the evolution of technology, one I know that you're very passionate about, this is the kind of skill sets we want as we move forward. As again, I've gone out and I've flown the MAX 10 simulator. I've been to Airbus and flown the A380. I've gone to Embraer and flown their newest airplane, making sure we get it right and making sure that our technical experts, as we go through the whole design and certification process, that we've got the level, if there's something someone needs to go press the test, let's make sure we got that right. That's the kind of expertise that we're looking for, so we continue to work at it.
Well, for us, it's making sure that in the beginning of the certification process or anywhere during the certification process, that another MCAS isn't projected as part of a system and people don't understand it.
Yep.
That's the key.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you feel like that this group that you now have on the technical side is providing that level of technical expertise up and down?
I do indeed, having spent time with our folks not only in Seattle and in there, but also on the cert side, and I've sit with our team. I will say it is our expectation now, and I think I commend the Congress for this, right, as part of the act, that we're getting all of this information. We make sure that we got it all up front, that we understand at the very outset of either design for a new type design or an amended type design, that information is there. What we are seeing vis-a-vis these system safety analyses that our team are now doing, that's again giving us a better degree of transparency there, and we're going through those very purposefully to make sure we get it right, that we don't have a repeat.
Yeah, well, we'll give you some additional questions for the record as it relates to the details on that, because we really want to understand how it's functioning within the FAA. We just want to make sure that we understand how it's been set up and what oversight it has by each type of certificate process. We think it's a very important aspect of the certification. Okay, well, that seems to complete our hearing this morning. We'll remain open for 4 weeks until April 5th. Any senators who'd like to submit questions for the record should do so in the next 2 weeks by March 22nd, and we ask that you have your responses by April 5th.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're adjourned.